Mrs. Emily Shields' views on the
bathroom was
KSAMC
constructed,
report.
And a powder room was converted to a storage room. However, the floor area appears to remain unchanged. So you're doing up your something. You realize now, okay, we're supposed to have a bathroom here and a powder room. But based on how the thing is, let's just change it into a storage. You're not really changing the area, the surface, the floor area of this particular thing. You're just making it into a storage area. So that is the breach that the KSAC said they identified. In relation to the first floor now, 2 bedrooms with supporting bathrooms. So these are ensuite bedrooms. Storage area and a foyer observed. The size of the master bedroom was increased. Why was the size of the master bedroom increased? By virtue of utilizing the balcony space. So they decided, I don't really want this to be a balcony anymore. Let me expand the bedroom a little bit more and maybe not put the partition to make it into a balcony. The other bedroom with its associated bathroom was relocated and the space converted to a foyer with a storage area. So they just sort of changed the plan around, but the report says the floor area remains unchanged. Those are the breaches that they say they identified. The 3, none of which changed the floor area of the entire structure. But then they come on with these useless paragraphs now. It is important to note that the partition wall referenced in the Integrity Commission's findings, which were accompanied by photographs from its site visits, were not present during the KSAC inspection on October 31, 2024. This suggests that modifications had been made to the structure before KSAMC site visit on October 31. This is the rubbish that KSAC has put in the report, even though the Director of Investigation tells us at paragraph 5.216 that as at the 23rd of July 2024, the partition wall was demolished. These guys have put it in here that they don't see the wall, and they are deducing that the wall was removed before their inspection, as if somebody was trying to do something to hide from them. A wall that had been removed from sometime before July 23, 2024. The Chief Engineering Officer's report, therefore, could not refute the Integrity Commission's claim that 4-bedroom units were being constructed at an earlier stage. The point is, what on earth do you now see? What do you have at 2 Wycliffe Close? You have 4 townhouses with 2 2-bedroom units, and you have slight modifications to the arrangement, but the floor size remains unchanged. And those changes are not illegal, because what has been happening and what the developer told the Integrity Commission is that when these things happen during the course of construction, a modification application is normally submitted to the local authority. And invariably, those applications are approved because the changes are not major. The absolute problem with the president of the Mark Barnett application is that there were 2 building plans that were in operation. From what the report tells us, and which has not so far been refuted, one was submitted to the KSAC, and which was approved, and another one was prepared and given to the developer, which deviated substantially from what the KSAC approved. This is not what has transpired here. So I don't know why we're carrying the report to say that there were breaches that have been outlined. Yes, there are breaches that have been outlined, but they are not the substantial breaches that were seen by the Integrity Commission, and they couldn't be, because when the Integrity Commission went to the premises on the 12th of July, the people were, for whatever reason, completely unrelated to the Integrity Commission's visit. They'd started to knock down walls. And by the time the Integrity Commission went back, less than 2 weeks later, the walls had come down. And the developer told them, we have not yet submitted anything for modification to the KSAC, but that will be done. Yeah? So this release from the KSAC continues. The breaches identified on October 31 were communicated to Mr. Kennard Nesbeth, the architect for the development, in a letter dated November 13. The letter also provided two options: revert to the previously approved plan or apply to regularize the changes as an as-built application. So this is an option that is open. Listen to how they've clandestinely slip in this part now. On December 10, 2024, the same day the Integrity Commission's report was tabled in Parliament, Estate Bridge Holdings submitted an as-built application to the KSAMC seeking to regularize the changes. Why? You gave the people an option in a letter dated the 13th of November to do two things: either knock down or regularize. You gave them the option. They opted to regularize, but you have twinned the application to regularize in your report to the people of Jamaica with the date of the report being tabled in Parliament, as if they're trying to circumvent something that you gave them the go-ahead for. This is crazy. This is the hotline.